This tutorial is about question 3.40, number D. So we've already made a scatter plot of the fuel economy versus speed and drew a least squares regression line, which is a terrible fit, as you can see. And this question was to make a plot of the residuals. So you could do that by hand, or you could do it on the calculator. So how do we do it on the calculator? Well, we've seen this before, but we have list 1 is the speeds, the explanatory variable, and L2 is the response variable. So L3 we'd like to make the predicted variable. Well, we already have the least squares regression line entered in Y1. That's how we drew the line. So I'm going to go back to the list, and what I'm going to do is for list 3, what I'm going to say is I'm going to click enter, and then I'm going to say let's call list 3 Y1, because that's the least squares regression line, and let's, for the x values, let's put in list 1 there, L1. So I'll do second L1. So what I'm doing here is I'm using L1 as my explanatory variable, and I'm plugging those into the least squares regression to find out what it predicts I should get. So I click that. Here's all the predicted values. And then in L4, I'm going to generate a list of the observed values minus the predicted values, which is the definition of the residual. So what I do is simply L2 minus L3. And those are my residuals. Then what I do is I go to my plot, stat plot, and I'm going to turn off plot 1, and instead I'm going to go to plot 2, and I'll turn that on, do scatter plot. So now the X list is L1, and the Y list is actually should be, was it L4? I forget, let me go back and look. Yes, it was L4. So where was I? L1 and L4. I was on stat plot 2. It's on L1, L4. Great. So I hit graph, and then, oops, I forgot to turn off this. I don't want to hit enter, turn off the least squares line. I don't want that on. So if you click on the equal sign, so it's not highlighted anymore, it's not selected. So go back to stat plot, have it on. Okay, so then I hit graph, and then I'll do zoom 9, and here it is. This is the graph of residuals, and that's how you do it on the calculator.